I heard when I was getting my teeth fixed, one of the dentists was telling one of the students, look now, if you see this, like her out there, in a white person, this discoloration, you start to look for a malignancy. But in a black person, that is normal. And you think about how many black people that have gone through a whole lot of surgery and everything because somebody saw this bluish discoloration inside their mouth. That's normal. So we got to be dealing with people that know they're normal. A lot of white students draw blood, by looking at the veins and, finding out where the veins are and talking in there, If you, on a lot of us, if you try to look and find a vein on us, you're going to be punching for days,
I have a certain comfort that I place in an old black woman because, in some way she reminds me of my grandmother. Or a brother that says, well, what's happening, brother? And I know that it's a certain relationship that we share and a certain kind of trust. And I think that this is the kind of thing that we got to realize that, that black people got to start taking care of black people because they understand black people better than anybody else. I think.
And not only that, in a good world, okay, you can rely on that black person telling you the truth. Now, I'm not saying you cannot rely on a white person. I mean, I've had a Middle Eastern doctor be so frank with me and so honest and just such a good God-fearing man. You find that in any race, any color. But there is a conglomerate of doctors out there who hate black people. They say they let it be known. They don't like black people. So imagine some doctor up in some office on the phone, nigger this, nigger that, can't stand niggas. If I had one, like my mother was afraid that they took her kidney out of her to give it to somebody else. This is how fearful black people are of the medical industry because, so often we are not even considered human enough to save. It's just like what you were talking about with Roswell and the problems. I know probably not supposed to mention, but the problems that Roswell had with people filing racial discrimination charges against them because of the way black patients are treated as opposed to white ones. And even a small thing like that is big. You understand? The small thing like that is big. To have a doctor openly and outwardly tell people that he don't like black people. You know what I'm saying? And then a black person comes in under an emergency because something happened. Let's say he got shot. Okay? So he got shot in the hood. What do you think that doctor's feelings are going to be toward that young black man? So yeah. And this is why I always say we are blowing it for our future doctors and lawyers by allowing them to fail and fall through the cracks. We're losing it. We don't have black doctors because we don't demand that our young people take proper advantage of education. That's why we won't have black doctors. We won't have black nurses. We won't have dentists. We won't have black lawyers the way we would need to because we're not putting our kids through school. Right now is probably one of the better times you'll see where black people are in jobs because another generation from now, they are not going to be. Our young black people are failing through, and I mean, in the most stupid way, they're failing through education and cheating not only themselves, but their race. I hate to say it like that, but their race and their community.